This is your host, Tyson Bannigan, the Luminator, your number one health, wealth, and enlightenment activator. Need some help? Give me a call toll free 1 369 7464. This is Tyson Bannigan, and this is the Healing Hour. We're now live for the next hour in the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group, answering all your questions that have to do with dowsing and energy healing. And there's two ways you can join us today. We're not on Zoom. For some reason, Zoom decided it doesn't want to play today. So we are live on Facebook, and you can phone in toll free 1 369 7464, toll free in North America. Kelly Gilbert, thanks for joining, and Jill Holm, thanks for joining also. Please let your network know that we're live, and if you have any questions or concerns or requests, you can type in your answer right here into the comment section, and I'll be able to answer it. So, lots happening this week. Just got back from a 3-day Tao study, which was a retreat down in Maple Ridge, and so we're just getting back in the saddle here. Welcome, Maryland. Welcome to the show. If you have any questions, feel free to type them into the comments. If you'd like any help in doing any clearing, dowsing, questions about dowsing or energy healing, please invite your friends to join the show. And as I said, I'm just getting back from Maple Ridge with a 3-day Tao retreat. Spent Monday dowsing for a well in Abbotsford, which was really pretty interesting, and being able to get back and do that. This is for Lehman agricultural site where they grow vegetables, and we were doused for a new well. We did a short video which I'll have up and showing you how to douse for wells in case you're interested. And while I'm on the topic, this Friday though it will be a short course on how to do map dowsing. So if that's something you're interested in, head over to the Dowsing and Energy Healing Closed Facebook group and say that you'd like to join us. And I will send you, and actually, if you could then, I will send you a link to join. It's $33 to join and learn how to do it. If you missed the show live, no, not to worry, you can get the recording. So it will be an online course in the Dowsing and Energy Healing, in the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy. All right, so feel free to type in any requests for healing or any requests for dowsing. We have a new member on the Boots on the Ground Geomancy course, so if that's something that you'd like to do, please join us. We have 4 people in the course now, one from Australia, one from United States, and one person from Montreal joining us in the course. So if you'd like to attend, you're more than welcome. The more the merrier. We're also starting up the certification course on exorcism, and we have a student joining us there as well. You can also join us for that one as well. Both of them are $333 a month. And if you join saying that you were listening to this broadcast, then I will make it in a Canadian funds rather than an American fund. So that's about a saving of about 33%. So come and join us. And 33% over 1 year is quite significant. So that's what I can offer you. All right. So Lauren says, Simo says, healing for anxiety and burping. Wow. Burping. I'm really good at burping and also expelling from the other end as well. So the first question I'd ask Lauren is, what's going on with your body? What's your body trying to tell you? Why are you burping? What part of your life are you not digesting properly? Is it that you're not chewing your food completely, which is one of my difficulties? Or, well, here we are. Here's a call. So we'll answer the call and then get back to that. Okay, this is from Woolwich, Ontario. Hello, you are on the Healing Hour. Welcome to the call. Hello.
Hi, thank you.
Hi, you're on the Healing Hour.
Okay, fantastic. This is my first time calling in.
Okay, great. What can I help you with?
So am experiencing some tightness in my neck and my shoulders. And so I just came across your page, and I thought I should explore it.
Yeah, so tightness in the neck. So what is your body trying to tell you? What don't you want to see to the sides of you? What's stopping you from looking around? And I know you've got lots of kids there in the background, so you're probably a very busy. No, you're a busy mom. So I can. So what part in your busy life are you not paying attention to or not looking at?
What am I not looking at? I think mostly my own needs.
There you are. All right. So what can you do for your own needs? I know being a busy mom, can you take some time for yourself during the week? Like, can you have an arrangement where do you have where your significant other? Do you have a significant other?
Yes, I do.
Could you maybe have an arrangement so that you could have a little downtime? Maybe like
I will be having a lot of downtime once their school starts. Right now we're in the summer holidays, and
no, but between now and then, can you like
between now and then,
like something like like something like a hot bath, or something, or something like, honey, I need to go read for 30 minutes, or something like that. Just it doesn't have to be long. You need to give yourself a break so you can recharge.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let me just do a short clearing. So you can copy this down, or you can listen to the broadcast again. You'll be able to download it or copy it out from the show here, the Healing Hour. So it'll go like this. I'm spinning my pendulum counterclockwise. It goes like this. I, Tyson Bannigan, in my holy name, on behalf of, what's your first name? Sahil Ishmael? I undertake this clearing throughout all time, space, and dimensions with the assistance of Divine Mother, Creator God, and all that is, to remove any tension from any and all sources, known or unknown, related to the neck, and what else?
And my shoulder kind of goes down.
And your shoulders, right. And then I ask that this be alleviated throughout all time, space, and dimensions, both known or unknown, and through past, present, and future timelines. And I ask that this be cleared throughout the multidimensional levels of reality, and I declare it so be it. It is done. Thank you. So just out of curiosity, did you have any shift at all? Not
at the moment, I just feel it lessened a little bit in intensity.
Okay. Are your kids safe for just a sec? Like, are they busy?
Sorry?
Are your children safe for me to work with you just for another minute?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, Okay. So on a scale of 0 to 10, when you tune into your neck, can you find the part that's most intense? And on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 right off the chart, how intense is it?
So what I'm feeling is really the sensation. So there's no tightness as such, but seems like the nerves are irritated.
Okay, so
tightness in the muscle, that I would rate as a 5.
All right, okay, great. So now I want you to go to that part where it's the most intense and just be with it. I don't want you to change it, fix it, try and change it, stay out of your head, stay in your body. Just stay with it as long as you can, and just breathe. Take a nice deep breath in, sigh, and the exhale, and do 3 of those. And can you sigh like this? Be something like this. That's it. One more. Great. One more. Okay, now imagine the next one that is coming through your crown chakra and filling you up with light. And once you're full, I want you to open your arms and give it to the world. Great. Now I want you to say, I'm now connected to heaven.
I'm now connected to heaven.
This is my inspiration.
This is my inspiration.
Yeah, this is my inspiring, bringing in the breath of God, okay?
Okay.
All right, so one more breath, this time bringing up from the center of the earth and the heart of Mother Earth, like warm energy. Fill your whole body with warm energy. Sigh on the exhale and give it to the world. Great, one more. That's a good one. And one more. Okay, now I want you to say, I'm now connected to earth. I'm now connected to heaven and grounded to earth.
I'm now connected to heaven and grounded to earth.
I'm now connected to heaven and grounded to earth.
I'm now connected to heaven and grounded to earth.
Okay, now tune in. On a scale of 0 to 5, where, on a 0 to 10, 10 off the charts, where are you?
0.
Good. So what happened?
Yeah, fantastic.
So what happened?
I think a lot of grounding happened.
Exactly. Exactly.
Happened.
And did
A
you?
lot of grounding happened.
Right. So what are you going to do next time?
Exactly what you just did.
Exactly. And did you notice your kids quieted down right away?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when mom's quiet and feeling good and secure in her body, the kids will notice that and react. Okay.
Yeah.
So when
it has made a huge shift.
All right. Great. Good. All right.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That's the 3-breath technique.
You want me to take 3 breaths?
Yeah, it's called the 3-breath technique.
Oh, this is the 3-breath technique.
Okay.
Okay, fantastic.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Use it whenever you can. Thanks for phoning in.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. Thank you.
So hopefully you were able to hear that on the call. And this is Tyson Bannigan. This is the Energy Hour. And hopefully we're still live and we're still broadcasting. That was the 3-breath technique, helping somebody who phoned in learn how to clear themselves. So hopefully we didn't lose anybody in that time because the computer went quiet. So Loren, we're back to you. Anxiety and burping. So if you want to phone in 1-866-369-7464, I'll do the same 3-breath technique with you too, if you'd like, and see if that will work for you. All right, so I'm just going to type in there. I think if you just look at where it's being broadcast, scroll up, you'll see the number 1-866-369-7464. That's the toll-free number in North America. I'll take you through the 3-breath technique. It works all the time, and it will help you calm you down and ground you, put you back in your body. Okay, so while I'm waiting for maybe Loren to be courageous enough to phone in, we're going to do, she wants to do grief too. Well, we'll do that at the same time when you phone in if you want. All right, Septina JH, thanks for phoning in, or thanks for attending. Mark, thanks for showing up. Lucinda, Lynn, thank you. And Janet, thank you for showing up. Please let your network know that we are now live. Tony, thanks for showing up. If you have any questions, please type them in. All right, so here's one from Mark Kent. Okay, hi Tyson. I wanted to ask you more about levitation. Is there a way you can help me understand how it works? I'm trying to make sense of how the energy and sound and state all work together. If you could share your insights, I'd be most grateful, maybe on another video or post if it's appropriate. Yeah, so the first question, it really was when you want to do these things is, why on earth do you want to levitate? Okay, why on earth, Mark, do you want to levitate? And the reason I'm asking you this question is that anything that I've learned that you might call supernatural or out of the ordinary or whatever, I've really found that it can be a distraction. And what I mean by that is that, yeah, we have these qualities that are necessary, but they're not something, in my world anyway, that I pursue unless there's an emergency. So for example, if somebody was run over by a car and the car was on top of the person, then I would be able to step into that superpower, lift that car off that person. I don't know how I would do it. I just know I would be able to do it, right? So that, or somebody, for example, at one point, there was a serious train accident of a friend that then I felt responsible of indirectly for that happening. It was in a group. We were part of a community at that time. I brought the community together and we all went into meditation. And I was in the hospital, in the operating room, with the doctors, knowing what was going on, and I could tell exactly when the operation was over. So why did that work? That worked because I was in my heart. I had so much compassion for the situation that was really something extraordinary, that I needed that extraordinary ability to assist and help somebody that I truly loved and felt responsible for. That gave me that superpower or that extraordinary or whatever way you want to define it. So we come back to Mark, your situation about levitation. Why do you want to levitate, right? I mean, if you needed to levitate because, for example, the only time I really levitated or being out of my body is in a car accident. In other words, I could see the truck coming. I knew if I was in my body, it would really do a lot of damage. And I vacated my body. Boom, the truck hit the car. Actually, it was a car hit the truck, and I came back into my body and was okay. So in that case, I didn't really levitate, but I was out of body. It's like levitating, right? I hadn't lifted my body up, but that was an example. In an emergency situation, I was able to use a technique that was, valuable for my own health. I know when I did do out-of-body experience, like when I did do astral traveling, I taught myself how to do that through using a repetitive breathing technique. When I did leave my body and went through the roof of the tent, I heard this booming voice say, "Tyson," and it scared the bejesus out of me. I went smack in my body, which again was, okay, why was I wanting to astral travel? What was the purpose? Was I trying to do something just for myself, or was I trying to do something for the greater good? So I don't know, Mark, if this makes any sense to you, but I guarantee you, Mark, if it's something you need to know for the greater good, or for healing somebody, or helping somebody, or solving a problem, or it's in a crisis, you will know how to levitate, guaranteed. In the meantime, I'm not so sure it's a necessary thing to learn. It's sort of a distraction. It's better to learn how to meditate, how to be in the divine flow, how to live in ease and grace, how to deal with your, with overwhelming emotions you have, how to calm yourself, how to bring yourself back into the zone. Those are to me, far more important things to learn how to do. But that's just me. All right, here's a phone call. This is from Whitner, California. All right, welcome to the show. This is Tyson Bangan, and this is the Healing Hour. Who are we talking to?
Oh, this is Lorraine.
Hi, Lorraine. What's up?
Hi there. So I was mentioning the anxiety and the herpes.
Yeah.
I have this stuckness in my throat as well.
So what is it that what are you not digesting in your life right now?
Oh, well, when you asked that question, I was thinking maybe grief.
Ah, grief. Okay, tell what's happening in your life then. Where's the grief coming from? What happened?
I'm thinking it's just past grief that I never really digested that's wanting to be, that wants to come up, I'm guessing.
All right, let me just see if you're right. I think you're probably right. I mean, I love it when people can figure this out. Because, yeah, that's it. Okay, so do you have this, and did somebody that you love die recently, or what was it?
Well, my adopted mother died 5 years ago, but I feel like it's my son, whose birthday would be on Thursday, he died 19 years ago. So
all right, that's what it is.
I don't think I ever really processed his death.
All right, so if you're going to process his death, what would you be doing?
Crying?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Would you?
I would cry.
Yeah. So where would be a safe point, a place for you to go and do that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, do you know where he's buried, or was he cremated, or what?
He was cremated.
Do you know where you put his ashes?
No, it was a very interesting situation. My ex-husband at the time was a Jehovah's Witness, and I was so shut down that we basically donated, his body to. Actually, we donated his organs to the hospital, and then they just cremated him. So there was no funeral or any closed.
Oh, that's all right. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right. So where's your favorite place in nature?
The beach.
All right. So why don't you take yourself to the beach on his the anniversary of his death, and just spend some time. And if you cry, that's great. And if you don't cry, that's okay too. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
You don't sound very convinced.
I don't know.
Okay,
I
okay.
can do that and see what happens.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, please.
All I can do is try.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just see if that. Let me see. Let me just tune in. Give me a sec here. So,
Okay.
quite significant impact on your energy system, like a -25. So let me just say, if you just went and did ceremony of some kind, like do you do ceremony? Like have you?
I've done them in the past.
Yeah. So can you do it again?
Yeah.
What sort of ceremony do you do? Like do you do like burning sweetgrass, or do you or do you light a fire? What sort of thing do you like to do?
Like sage.
Okay. Well, do your favorite thing. So if it's sage, take some sage to the beach and do a little ceremony. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me just see. Yeah, that would really help. And then next week, get back to me and see if it all cleared up.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I think that's really going to help. And see that all I had to do was ask you some questions, and you figured it all out for yourself, which is really what I love. Is that we already know the answers. Once we have the question, we really can follow fairly quickly if we ask. So the thing to do when you have a question like that is, if I knew the answer, what would it be? Okay? All right, thanks for phoning in. Good luck with it. Let me know whether it worked and whether we need to do something else, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye for now. All right, yeah, grief can be a big one, so don't get overwhelmed by grief. Don't forget that grief and joy to each other. One of the new techniques I was just learning from, I get these emails from the angels. So there's an angel for each day of the moon cycle, right? And there is an angel for each day of the year. And each of them have messages, and each of them have a name, and in the name is a vibrational frequency, and each letter has a certain encoding vibrational frequency and a color. So, I mean, it's really complex, but in that complexity is simplicity and beauty. And one of the things in this angel message for the full moon is that, and when is the full moon? I think it's pretty soon. Let me just see here. Is yeah, the full moon is coming up. Oh, that's August and July. Yeah, so we just passed. We're on the full moon today. So there you are. So we're in the full moon. So this is appropriate. So this is the highest time in which to process your emotions. And so one of the things with grief is the opposite of that would be joy. So one of the exercises is to stay in that grief, right? And think of something that really is like the death of your son or the death of somebody you loved that is almost overwhelming. And then think of something that's very joyful, okay? Right at the same time as you finish the one on grief. And just do that back and forth between grief and joy, grief and joy, grief and joy. And all of a sudden, you'll be able to hold grief and joy at the same time. You'll be like in a neutral zone. And that's sort of like a whole brain emotional ability to hold both the opposites in the stillness of the moment. And when you can do that, then grief is no longer overwhelming, and you're no longer overwhelmed by joy. You are just in the middle. In they call it the doctrine of the mean, which is a way that Confucius described it, or you can talk about it as in the zone. From an athlete's point of view, when you're in the zone, you just dunk that ball. You're not thinking about it. So, or you can say the 0 point if you're from the point of view of physics, right? The point between birth and death is a 0 point. The point between the sun totally setting, the last half light is between the zones. So you get what I'm saying. The between the zones is the balancing of the yin and the yang. It's the Tao. It's the whole. It's inevitable. It be able to embrace both the opposites dissolved into oneness. And in that oneness is grace and ease and beauty. And the more that we can dwell in that safe zone, the more our life has more ease and grace. Not that we don't have trials and tribulations, not that we don't have suffering, but it allows us to, when that does show up in our lives, how to transmute it, transform it, not by ignoring it, not by stuffing it down, not by forgetting it, but stepping into it with the opposite emotion and bringing it into harmony through the balancing of the yin and the yang so that we experience the Tao. So hopefully that was helpful for people. This is Tyson Bannigan. This is the healing hour. We got disconnected, so this is part 2, and I'm with you to the top of the hour to answer all your questions on dowsing and energy healing and any requests for assistance. Unfortunately, now that I'm broadcasting again, I can't see the original request for any healing. So if you could, oh, here we are. So Maya, thanks for showing up. Please let your network know that we are live. If you have any requests for any healing or any questions about dowsing or energy healing, please let me know. Kelly, welcome back. Liz, thanks for showing up as well. So this is Tyson Bannigan. It is the healing hour, and you can phone in live in North America, 1-866-369-7464. And the number is in the comments wherever you're watching this show. Marie, welcome back to the show, and Serge as well. Like I said, if you have any questions about dowsing or energy healing, anything you'd like to work on, or if you'd like to come back and join me on the show by phoning in toll free. Unfortunately, we got cut off for some reason in the previous half hour. So here we are. Liz says, I'm requesting healing, please. Okay, Liz, what sort of healing would you like? Okay, type in what sort of healing that you would like. Lynn, thanks for showing up. So any other requests for dowsing and energy healing or any healing, let me know. And in the meantime, I'll make a cup of tea here. Don't forget, you can phone in toll free 1-866-369-7464. Annette, welcome back. Haven't seen you for a while. Eve, welcome. Lynn, any questions for dowsing and energy healing, please type them in here and we'll take care of them. We just finished. I don't know if people were able to hear that. I did a 3 breath technique to help a person who was experiencing some neck pain to be able to calm herself and bring herself back to being grounded. So if you listen to the first part of the show, you'll learn about the grounding, the 3 breath technique to ground and get back in your body. So lots happening this week. If you'd like to learn how to do map dowsing, join me on Friday at 1 p.m. There's a note in the group, in the Dowsing Energy Healing closed Facebook group. Just say yes, and I'll send you a message. It's $33 to learn how to do map dowsing. If you can't attend live, there will be a link to join the course afterwards, so you're not going to miss out. So Lynn and Annette and Eve, if you'd like to phone in, please feel free to do so and ask any questions or have any requests for clearing. I was saying before, I don't know whether I got cut off or not, but I was talking about that there are angelic messages for every day of the moon cycle, and every 365 days there's an angelic being or an angel that's responsible for the energies of the moon cycle or the day. Today happens to be a full moon, right? So it's a very powerful day to do a transmutation of anything that's in your way energetically. So the full moon is on July the 16th. So during this full moon, it's really a great way to a great time to process emotion. So I was saying, we were talking about the grief of a lost one, like the grief of a son was one of the things we were working with, somebody who phoned in. And of course, the opposite of grief would be, say, joy. So one of the exercises that was in the email that had about the angel of today for the full moon was to think of something that brings you a lot of grief and fully be in that grief, right? And then next, think about something that brings you infinite amount of joy and be in that joy. Now go back to the grief and then hold that again to the fullest extent that you can of the grief, and then go back to the joy and hold the joy for as long as you can. By about the 3rd time you do that, a synthesis starts to happen where the joy will kick you into grief and the grief will bring you into joy. So it's not that it's kicking you from one extreme to the other, it's the yin and the yang balance into the Tao, into the zone, into the neutral, or as Mencius would say, the doctrine of the mean, the place, that 0 point energy where all is possible, where there's peace and there's calm, because you're no longer in the turbulence of the joy of being or so you're in between, you're in the zone. It's not that you don't have emotions, you have lots of emotion, but you're not overwhelmed by the emotion. The emotion becomes something that's palpable, that is full of, gives you a life full of ease and grace. And it's not that you don't have pain and suffering, it's just that when you do, you know how to move out of it quicker to get back into this zone. Okay, so this is halfway between an up motion that's over the top and one that's at the bottom, right? So in the middle here is the zone, right? All right. So Liz, you haven't phoned in or told me what you would like to request your healing for. Oh, here we are. Hi, Tyson. Lynn says, I would like to request healing for high sugar levels. Yeah, high sugar levels. So that's a great one. Why is your sugar level not balancing out? What is it between your sweetness and your sourness of what's happening in your life that you're not being able to balance that out? Why is there such highs and there's such lows? I know it has to do with the foods that you're eating and your ability to, to deal with this and the hormones and everything. But behind all that, your body's trying to tell you something. So Lynn, what is your body trying to tell you about high sugar levels, right? What is your body not processing? Why is your body not coming back to neutral? Because your body automatically wants to come back to neutral where it feels safe and secure. So the question is, what's in the way of doing that? So let's do a short clearing around that. Well, that will help do some clearing around the energy. All right. Just a sec here, we'll get one of my magic pendulums here. All right. So here we go. So I'm spinning my pendulum counterclockwise. We're going to clear anything and everything. So this is how you clear things, is you're removing it counterclockwise. So it would be going like this. I, Tyson Bannigan, on behalf of Lynn Massachusetts, with the assistance of Divine Mother, Creator God, and all that is, remove all core fractures, toxic emotions, or unresolved emotional conflict that is obstructing her ability to regulate her sugar levels, her body to regulate her sugar levels. And we ask the elemental forces in her body of fire, earth, air, and water to balance themselves. We ask for elemental I to be able to regulate on behalf of her conscious mind and subconscious mind these sugar levels to bring them into balance. And we ask that if there's any intrusion into our energy field from outside forces like EMF, electromagnetic frequencies, or anything like that, that it be alleviated, or if it has anything to do with our lineage, that be cleared as well. So, and I declare it so be it. It is done. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just going to let this come to rest. There's still a lot of action in here. When I stop swinging and it's still moving, to me it indicates that there's still clearing underway. And when it comes to rest, or nearly rest, then we know that the action is nearing completion. Okay, so I'm curious. I wonder just whether that it has to do with, I'm getting that it has to do with lineage. So, and yes, it is. So is it matriarchal? No, is it patriarchal? Yeah. So there's something in your patriarchal lineage that on your father's side, I don't know whether he had the same problem or whatever. I don't know what that would be, but let me just see. Is it more than one generation? Yes. So is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22. About 22 generations. So I think, Lynn, you put up your hand and said, hey, I'll incarnate and take care of this problem on behalf of my father's lineage. So this makes any sense to me, then let me know, type it out. Let me know if this rings a bell with you. I know it sounds unusual, but there you are. All right, Annette. Hi, Tyson. I've doused my home, but my intuition says there's a holographic image I see in the hallway. Can you check? All right. Is there a holographic image in the hallway? Hi, my cat just joined me here. Yes, there is. Is this holographic image something that only you can see? Yes. Okay. So if you change the way that you see things, would there be a holographic image? No, of course not. So what is it? What is it that gives you, what is it that, what benefit are you having or deriving from having a holographic insert in your hallway? Here's my cat. Say hello, Josie. This is my black kitty. Okay. Hi, Josie kitty. Say hello to everybody on the call. Here's the healing kitty. That's a good push cat. All right. All right. So I don't know what, Annette, did that make any sense to you? Yes, there is one. There is a holographic in your, but you know, in your situation, they're playing with you and they're screwing around with you. These are beings that have the ability to do all sorts of things. They could be projecting to TVs, radio waves, microwaves, whatever, right? The thing is, as long as you keep jumping around, as long as they can sort of pull your bell or ring your bell or, you know, snap your chain, they're going to get their jollies out of it and keep bothering you. So I know this is next to impossible for you, but what can you do to ignore them completely? That doesn't matter what they say or do to you. It has no impact on you whatsoever. I know that's very difficult, but really that's it. When you get so pissed off with this craziness that's happening in your life, that you put down your foot once and for all and say, that's it. You're not messing with my life now or forever. I've had it. I'm calling down hellfire and damnation. I'm asking for JC or whoever to assist me in doing this. Your foot goes down, you bang your staff on the ground 3 times or whatever it takes, you're over and it's done. That's what it takes. You're the one in charge of your life. You're the one that has ultimate control, and you're the one that has to call the shots. And as soon as your frequency is higher than those that are harassing you, then you're in control. The dominant frequency, good, bad, and ugly, always wins, right? Be the dominant frequency. And that's really what this is all about. This is the spiritual test for you, but you're about to graduate, and that is to take back your personal power, stand in your truth, no matter what anybody's doing to you or saying to you or messing with you. You've had it, you know. Not in your world anymore. It's not, you've had it. Done, finished. Once you get there, it is done and over. All right. So Janet Spittler says, what is holding me back from creating and moving forward? Good question. Because you know the question, you probably know the answer. So what is it that is holding you back from creating and moving forward? Is it fear of the future? Let me just see. Is it fear? This is Tyson Bannigan. This is the Healing Hour. We're trying to wrap up this show by being live. It kept being bumped off. So if you have any questions as we wrap up the show, please let me know. You can phone in toll-free 1-866-369-7464. Don't forget, this Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time is a short course for $33 US on how to do map dowsing. Okay, so you can join us for that. Thank you, Liz, for joining up again. And so also we're reopening the 2 certifications course. The Boots on the Ground certification course has 3 people doing the course on learning how to do geomancy. If you'd like to join us, you're more than welcome. It's a very exciting opportunity to learn how to clear properties, work with vortices, how to do this, and how to also work with sacred sites, creating landscape temples, how to work with your own bioregion, how to create altars, how to work with angelic and the elemental kingdoms, to name a few things. So you'll learn about bioregionalism. You'll learn about many, many different things. So it'll be an exciting course if you want to help people clear their properties and also to be able to do clearing buildings and houses and those sorts of things, okay? Also, the certification course on exorcism is also opened again. and I'm tailor making it to be able to fit into people's schedules. So if you'd like to learn how to be an exorcist, how to help the spirits or the discarnate beings return to the light, how to clean people of energy that no longer serves them, teach them how to take back their personal power and stand in their truth no matter what, then join the certification course as well. If you want to join now from this course or from this session, open the door at $333 Canadian, which is a saving of about 33% or 1/3 from the American cost of $333 a month. All right. So just to mention that you were listening to this show, and we'll let you in for the reduced rate. Okay, so those are the 3 things that are coming up. All right, so Liz, welcome back to the show. Richard Delusage, great to see you, brother. Haven't talked to you for a long time. Maya, thanks for showing up. I think this is the 3rd time you've shown up. Misty, good to hear from you. And Liz, I'm requesting a clearing. I carry ancestral trauma and don't know how to release it. Yeah, okay, so if you head over the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group, go to the files, you'll see a short clearing, and if you download it, you will have the wording that you can adapt to do it, to do ancestral trauma clearing. And if you need any help, you of course can book a free 50-minute session with me as well. But let's do it for you. So here goes. So I, Tyson Bannigan, in my holy name, on behalf of Liz Nettles, in her holy name, and for everybody on the call, listening to the call live, or listening to the recording in the future, undertake this clearing by spinning my pendulum counterclockwise, which is creating a vortex through the chakras to remove any and all intrusions in the energy field from any and all sources that no longer serve. So in the case of Lizzie, we're going to remove any core fractures, thoughts, emotions, unresolved emotional traumas through her lineage, both matriarchal, patriarchal, from her family of origin, her soul family or star family lineages that may be adversely affecting her and bleeding through into this timeline. I undertake this clearing with the assistance of Divine Mother, Creator God, and of all that is, and I clear it through the multidimensional levels of reality and through all timelines, past, present, and future. And I undertake this clearing throughout the multidimensional levels of reality, and I declare it so in my holy name, so be it, it is done. Thank you. Okay, so now we're letting the pendulum, I've stopped rotating and we're letting it come to rest on its own. It's an indication of the clearing that's being undertaken. When it comes to rest, we'll just check in on a scale of 0 to 100 and see how Lizzie is doing. Okay, so here you are. Where's my fingers? Here you are. So if this is 0 and this is 100, then we just douse here. Whoa, here we go. So we douse along here, and right now she's 100% clear. All right, so Lizzie, probably should learn how to do this for yourself. Always best to not rely on me, but to rely on your own ability to clear yourself. It's like taking a spiritual shower. So let's see how long you're good for. So 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. So they're good for 7 days. In 7 days, Lizzie, it would be great to learn how to do this for yourself and keep on going. Septina, hi to you. Lizzie, Misty, hello, my friend. Denise, welcome to the show. Septina, can I request assistance for releasing blockages, distractions from hearing and trusting my oversoul? Yes. So if you don't know how to dowse, I really encourage you to learn how to dowse. I talk about dowsing with a pendulum or L rods or any tools you want as training wheels for guidance on demand. So they're sort of like having, a bug has antennas on the top of its head for picking up vibrational frequencies so it can hone in on plants that it feeds on, and also can, be warned of anything that wants to eat it. So these are like antennas. They're just sensitive to your personal energy field and can pick it up quicker than you can. Not that you can't, do muscle testing like this tight is a yes and that is a no. It's loose. So you can do muscle testing. Or you can do the sway when you stand up. If you sway forward, it's a yes, and if you sway back, it's a no. All these techniques are ways to tune in to your body. And of course, the body is really useful to tune in to know what's going on physically, to ask problems that have to do with your health and wellness. But really what I want to teach you is to use it for your guidance. So in order to do that, you would take your tool like the pendulum, right? You take your breath of life, you hold it in your hand, you blow on it, and you say, when I use my pendulum, the answer always comes from my higher self connected to source. Okay? When I use my pendulum, the answer always comes from my higher self connected to source. Third time, breath of life. When I use my pendulum, the answer only comes from my higher self connected to source. Okay, so that's bypassing my rational mind. My rational mind asks a question, the answer comes from my guidance or connection to source. If I'm getting funky answers, then I go back and do the clearing of the pendulum, reconnect again, okay? So that's the way that you can start to trust that you have a connection with your oversoul, your higher self, or God, or source consciousness, or however you want to describe it. And that's important that you continue to do that. The more you do it, the more you trust, the more you trust, the more that you rely on, the more you rely on it, the less the tool is necessary, and you will begin to get clear guidance, either, clairsentient or, all the different 7 clairs will come to you in whatever way is effective for you, to whether you're to hear, smell it, taste it, feel it. Mine is just knowingness. When I work with somebody, I just get the answer. It just shows up. I just feel it in my body. I get spinal rushes. It comes from having dowsed for a number of years. So I use the tool to do percentages, but in actual fact, really what I'm doing is getting guidance, okay? So Septina, hopefully that helps you, understanding how to trust your guidance, how to communicate with your oversoul or connect with source consciousness. Maria, hi to you. Thanks for showing up. Arunas, great to see you again and hear from you. Liz, thank you so much. I'll go look at the files now. Great, download them and adjust the short clearing to your own needs. I'll be updating it fairly shortly as well. I have a whole new wording. But, the fact that you actually use the wording that is there would be great. Okay, Marie Barra. Will I be able to view this in a replay? Yes. The replay will be available right here in the Dowsing and Energy Healing Closed Facebook group. It'll also be uploaded to the Academy YouTube channel. I'll put the link here. All of the healing hours, all the past shows are available there. And also all the wellness shows are available there as well. So you never miss out. You can always go back. And I think there's like 4 years. Some of them are in the Academy. I think there's 4 or 5 years of recordings. And there's everything you can imagine that we've talked about that you can go back and do. Saber says he is learning lots from watching you. Thank you, Saber. You are my favorite little boy. Not so little anymore. And hopefully you're enjoying going to school and doing what you're doing. You're probably playing sports now. And yes, you're a pretty amazing kid. So I'm looking forward to seeing you again. So Chris, you are knowledgeable. Anything that I know comes from source consciousness. I open myself up as a channel. So really, I can't take any credit for whatsoever. What I do comes through me. So, the important thing is to learn to become what they call the hollow bone or the hollow reed. That the energy flows from source through me to you to help you remember who you are, to help remember to reconfigure yourself, to know that you are from source yourself, that you have access to that consciousness, always have been, and always will be. Have that access, that you're loved by Creator, always have been, always will be. You could never get it wrong. And therefore, you are a child of Creator, and therefore you have that wisdom. When you still your mind and go inward, you will be guided. Okay, the mere fact that you're incarnated in the physical body means you already have this ability. So, Marie Barra, I'm in a loud place and it's hard to hear. I'm sorry for that, but maybe the replay will be helpful for you to listen afterwards. We're in a quiet place. Chris Keeler, love True Source True. Yeah, I love the True Source True as well. Chris says, dowsing, not doubt singing. Yeah, dowsing, D-O-W-S-I-N-G. Yeah, you can, no use doubting. Lynn says, just joined. Welcome, Jill Horn. Okay, Fab. We'll take command. Great show. We'll kick back out, but source presence 100%. Yes, okay. Yeah, I'm back in. I think this is the fourth time I've been broadcasting here and getting kicked off. So if you have any requests, please type them in right now, and I'll do it before I'll go be on for another 5 minutes. We'll do it to 15 minutes after the hour. And I have time for one more phone in if you'd like. Toll free in North America, 1-866-369-7464. This is Tyson Bennigan. I am the energy detective, helping you take back your personal power, stand in the truth no matter what. Understand why you incarnated and what amazing gifts you have to deliver to the planet. So if you want to get out of your own way, I'm the person that can help you learn how to do that for yourself. If you have any requests for healing or any questions about dowsing energy healing, please type in your comments here or phone in toll free 1-866-369-7464. If you All right, we're live again. This is Tyson Bang, this is the energy detective. This is the dowsing. I'm with the dowsing and energy healing closed Facebook, and this is the healing hour. I'm with you to the top of the hour. This is part 3. So if you were asking me questions, part 1 or part 2, I can't see them right now. We got kicked off. We have a poor connection on the internet. I have no idea. Maya Sesner back. Thanks for joining me. Liz, you're back. Okay, so if you have any requests or questions, please type them in. And don't forget, you can phone in toll free, 1-866-369-7464, and ask me any questions or clearing. Thank you for the healing, Tyson, Lynn. The Healing Hour, brought to you every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. During the show, you can phone in toll-free in North America, 1-866-369-7464 or 1-866-DOWSING. The Healing Hour is live on Facebook, hosted by the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy and sponsored by the Facebook page, The Healing Arts Academy. Produced by The Wellness Show, and until next Tuesday, same time, same place, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.